Fantasy Flight Games has a title that's been brought to my attention, and now I'd like to bring it to your attention. Star Wars, the deck building game. This is for 2 players, ages 12 and up, and should take about 30 minutes to complete. The Rebel Alliance fights valiantly against the tyranny of the Galactic Empire. Each new victory brings the Rebels hope, and each heroic sacrifice strengthens their resolve. Still, the Empire's resources are vast, and the firepower of its Imperial Navy is unmatched. With neither side willing to accept defeat, their war rages across the galaxy. In Star Wars, the deck-building game, a head-to-head game for 2 players, the galaxy-spanning war between the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance comes alive on your tabletop. In this easy-to-learn game, you and your opponent each choose a side, playing as either the Empire or as the Rebels. And as the game progresses, you both strengthen the power of your starting decks and work to destroy each other's bases. The first player to destroy 3 of the opponent's bases wins. This game is exciting! This is the kind of Star Wars card game I know I've been looking forward to. The kind of card game that's going to take you and throw you right into the Star Wars universe. That was a good write-up from the publisher. It definitely got me going for this a little bit. I mean, I love the chance to take a tabletop adventure in the Star Wars universe anytime I can. I've been doing it for decades, between role-playing games and board games. I haven't stepped out of the Star Wars universe very long for very much. So this is awesome for me. The amount of detail that I see in these cards, the art, everything, the designs, they scream Star Wars. It's going to really grab you and pull you into this cinematic and cinematic plus universe that has been growing for decades. Everything I see about this, it makes me want to get my hands on it. Alright, so there are a smattering of 2-player head-to-head style games out there. I'm not talking about games you can play 2 players. I'm talking about the games that are specifically made just for you and another head to beat it out over. Where we get head-to-head from. So to have a head-to-head Star Wars game, this is the first time I've seen one. No, not the first time. But currently, what's out right now, there's not a lot of choices. So that's a bonus. That's a plus. To have this on the market as a 2-player, head-to-head style combat, just let's get this done kind of style fight. Your base, my base, let's do this. Almost makes me think of this as like a card version of the board game Rebellion, in a sense. But in that, you just have to destroy the base once, not 3 times. But there's similarities. This is almost like, if you have or no Rebellion, you can almost consider this a card game version of that. Now, between the resource building of the cards, now I'm not a big, huge fan of deck building games. I like some of them. I have a couple, but it's not my go-to style. But for this, it really sounds right. It feels right thematically. The idea of the Rebellion needing to build their deck, right, translates to the Rebellion getting on their feet, for them trying to get their shit together. While on the other hand, a deck building concept for the Empire means you're gathering your resources together. You have everything you need, but nobody has everything everywhere all at once. So your cards, you're managing what you have. It makes sense to me. Maybe that's why as a deck building game, it doesn't bother me like so many others do. Now, there are promises of more games, more cards for this as expansions. So it is a growing system. But besides being a growing system and having other decks that, Fantasy Flight is promising is going to be coming down the pipeline, and that's not a big surprise from FFG. But this is also, in a sense, a growing system because there are variations to the rules inside the game. Alternate rules, variations to the rules, so you don't have to be playing this the same way each and every time that you're going to be hitting the table with it. I like that. It adds to replayability. It adds to your desire to want to try it again because now it's something new. Maybe you beat it last time, but did you beat it this way? No, you didn't. Can you? So these are the reasons why it just comes together to me. I think this makes sense. I think Fantasy Flight Games' head-to-head Star Wars deck building game makes sense to me. It looks beautiful. Everything I've read about it, I've seen about it, it's gotten me hyped for it. I think you can tell that. So, but don't you know what I like to say? Don't listen to me or anyone else who's who's an influencer. Don't listen to influencers. No, be informed. Never be influenced. This game's not out yet, but take a look around the web. There'll be some early advances being sent out to some of the gaming reviewers, and they'll be getting some games online right there. You'll be able to see, watch playthroughs. If you think you might like a game, or someone tells you they think you might like a game, try to find playthroughs. That is so much better than listening to some talking head telling you probably what he's being paid to tell you. Or she, I don't know. They, it, them, AIs, whatever. No. Be informed, not influenced. So go, get some more information on Fantasy Flight Games' Star Wars, the deck building game.